Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not press the poor. Make up what I seen to. Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make a man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part: if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see? They them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see? They can sell out Rasta and sell out. I sell out Babylon. Just talk on the Friday. You might throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Stevie dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep, and some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona thief. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for Win Global TV. Check it.
Mark Golding stood up for the nation yesterday by even shutting down Ed Bartlett bill, which was a further attack on those who benefit from local tourism. We're also going to ask the attorney Chukwu Emeka, are you speaking out of your conscience or out of your pocket? And we'll be asking Rhoda Mai Crawford, just so. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. Like and share the live for us, please, so it supports us in the algorithm. Morning, everyone. Morning and welcome to another day with we and them round there. Judy Roberts, good morning. Kayla Shelley, good morning. RJ, Sharon Bernard, Norman Ferguson, good morning. Good morning. Beat and Teach, good morning. Jamrack 8766, good morning and welcome. Good morning. Who else is here? Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Marcia Thomas, good morning. Yvonne Johnson, good morning. Good morning. Michelle McCoy, good morning. Miranda Ruddock, Colleen. Catherine Hackness, good morning. Good morning, George Eagle Eyes. Good morning. Good morning, Lynette Jenkins. Sunshine, Opal Watson. Azula Campbell, good morning. Cousin Myrna, Wagwan. You there back home yet, cousin? Marcia Gale, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, TikTok. How are you all doing? Instanani, good morning. PNP Poodle, good morning. Opal Style Spotlight, good morning. Is this Excel Read? Good morning, welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Abinasa Cody Colin, morning all. Well, I didn't watch the debate yesterday, but so I can't comment on exactly what happened in Parliament. But I want to speak to the legislative agenda of this Prime Minister and to see if we're taking notice. Okay, cuz good. And to see if we're really taking notice. There are certain things that we are the people are crying out for the government to bring legislation to address those issues. Those are not on the government agenda. The government legislative agenda is either one, to grab more power from the people, or two, to attack the livelihood of poor people. Now, some of what we are calling for is access to beach. We're calling for legislation to make publication of the child sex the sex offenders register in order to protect our children who are in danger in our country. And this government has not paid any attention. Is it Shivane Williams? Good morning. And this government has not paid any attention to those meaningful legislative agenda, Don Mel, good morning, that would make meaningful changes for us as a people. Why do you think this government come to Parliament with this bill? Roll back a couple of years. Remember the onslaught that Ed Bartlett took on the rafters and other in the tourism sector in our country. We saw that. We saw, or we read a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, where those in the tourism sector, those the high up ones in the tourism sector, coming out, bashing Lenworth, bashing those who run Airbnb and so on, that they're undercutting their bookings and all of that and their profit by 30%, they told us. You see what is happening here? The government comes to Parliament with a bill that wants to regulate Airbnb and all of them something there. Me not up to scratch with the debate of what happened in Parliament yesterday. I could almost assume, and this is an assumption, the government took a bill to Parliament which is not quite sorted out. They don't know when them come to Parliament and tell we say them are going to do in that bill, other than they just want to get something shot through the Parliament to appease Keith Matthews, to appease those big giants in the tourism sector. This was what this bill was about. This was what this bill was about. Crushing poor people, crushing poor people's livelihood, taking away more power from the people. That's all this government legislative agenda is about. If it's not a demise to us poor people, the government now legislate. Remember Babs come out, come tell me the other day when the 9-year-old was raped and murdered in Spanish Town, that the government will be looking at ways to bring legislation. How the government reaching a Parliament with bill as soon as the tourism sector become disgruntled over Airbnb in our country. Sonia, how you do? This government is always attacking us. And if you open your eye, open your eyes, Jamaica. Young people who want a break in the tourism industry, who see the opportunity to make a living out of community tourism, and this government continue to block you. Open your eyes. We're in an election cycle. So the government never take a bill to Parliament yesterday, you know. Say, all right, may I go can the people them, forget them vote by trying to say, we'll bring something to Parliament to give them access to beach. No, them something that the government not care, Renice Nicholson. The government not care about them something there. It is about attacking poor people all the time. And this is the power where Andrew Holness have, but Mark Golden shut him down yesterday because that bill weren't sorted out. The wording of the bill, I am saying this is all an assumption. The wording of the bill, it have to be a problem for Mark Golden to get it suspended, because the government has the power to push through the nonsense. You understand? So for me, it's them come to Parliament with something shoddy, where even them not understand what them are do. So what Mark Golden would have sent them back to Courtney Bucklers is to the drawing board with this bill, with this bill. This is what this government does. We saw the government did the same thing in the, Portmore, the Portmore Act to make Portmore a parish. A same way they went and pushed a shoddy legislation to Parliament. However, the court stopped them anyway. Andrew Holness regularly, since he have that mandate, so-called, in 2020, Andrew just come to Parliament with anything and push it through in a matter of hours without proper debate and scrutiny. And because labor rights can't read, they don't understand what this government is actually doing, that they're attacking all of us. It's not just, they're not attacking PNP. They're attacking all of us as Jamaicans. Because those are who have big house down there in some tourist area. One could use run bed Airbnb and make a money out of the tourism sector. This is what the government is coming after. We see the destruction to the young men who used to make money out of rafting. Go on like on no seat. You can't walk on the beach them and sell nothing to the tourists them. Act like you don't see it. But this government never care to bring legislation to make it better. To make it better for the people. The legislation, Julian was on PDTV last night explaining it's no consultation was done. Obviously. Because you say, Bill, when you do there something, you go to a white paper, green paper. I can't remember which one comes first now, but there's a white paper and a green paper. A policy proposal, veteran, you there? A policy proposal, and then a policy consultation. The government don't do any of that when they pass legislation. What they do is the government badness legislative procedure, where I have the numbers, we can literally push any bullshit through Parliament. When we are being taught at law school, you are literally taught that if Parliament comes to, if Parliament create a law tomorrow and said all blue-eyed babies must be killed, that law is legal and have to be carried out. This is the danger of Andrew Holness legislation. As soon as Andrew Holness passed Hyacinth, a legislation through Parliament, it is enforceable. Rather we can challenge it in the Constitutional Court, of course. That is our only protection at the moment. And sometimes I know all of we judge them, you can't trust, because nobody would want to trust the judge. We hand down the sentence for Maria Dean killers. Nobody would want to trust that judge. You'd be so silly if you want to trust that judge. Carly, Norma, how you do? Nobody would want to trust that judge. So we're out in the woods. We're out in the woods. This was another attack on poor people by the Prime Minister. This was another attack on poor people's livelihood by the Prime Minister and Ed Bartlett. Because you don't remember the other day when the tourism sector come out and scream. So the Airbnb people, them undercut them. Andrea, how you do? The people them come out a quarrel, literally a quarrel for the people them in the Airbnb sector and undercut them. Look how soon the government rack up bullshit and come to Parliament with in order to suppress you who try to make a little dash out of tourism, just like we see how Delano Civ Rights say. The young youth them, Violet Watson, how you do? How are you? The young youth, the young people them make too much money. That was Delano Civ Rights exact words. The video they on Global TV. Yeah. The young people them make too much money and not doing anything with it. That's what this government said. And as soon as the tourism sector ball out, say, Airbnb are coming at them profit, the government hastened to Parliament with legislation to crush poor people. Look how long we asked for beach access. When Matthew Samuda come promise we were there, Matthew Samuda, why you never come to Parliament with beach access legislation yesterday? We're asking for legislation to make the sex offenders register published. Babsy told us a few weeks ago that the government is looking at ways, Yvonne Riley, to make whatever. She never make anything clear to it. Why don't bring legislation, meaningful legislation, legislation to implement social changes. Why not can't do them something there? Why not can't do them something there? Why not always go after poor Jamaicans? Why not always a squeeze when a push we in a corner? Gene royalty. We don't even know what happened to them young people who used to do rafting, a White River and such a like. Because we say the destruction we want to bring to them. Chainsaw, backhoe, bulldozer, someone's at my door. Just a second.
Oh, thy peace, the God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. That's a people there. Make a man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Thanks for holding on and welcome back. This government is not about poor people. Dr. Roger Hunter told us, and the poor people alone, them not like nobody at all. Nobody at all except for money and power. Who sponsored the legislation yesterday? Who pay you to come to Parliament? Come make sure, say, if people in the local communities have a spare house or have spare rooms that they want to use and make a little money out of, why not suppress them so? You never look into yourself, Andrew, and said this year legislation is not an election winner. Me I tell you no, God a turn on a fool. Amanda Gale, Althea. God a turn on a fool, you know. University said this wouldn't be an election winner. This is how much you're controlled by money, because you get paid for the way I do. I pay, them pay you. I didn't promise you something. For you come yesterday to carry out another attack on poor people while you ask poor people to give you 5 more years. Me don't know if you think or if you're just greedy. I don't know which one, Rosemary Samuels. I don't know if you're thinking or if it's that you're just greedy, that people can pay you to come to Parliament with something when I got beneficial to you at the polls. You don't say a fool. Big overgrown good for nothing fool. An attack on poor people cannot be an election winner. And the hotel them are attacking. You know, look out for the workers them in the hotel, you know. You're coming to attack poor people. And you know, sister, this is not an election winner. Something wrong with you. They dopey them. What a man from Tivoli name again, where do work the obia for you. And Array faster. Look like him I work some of the obia phone you know, because I see one not ready for jump round table and spin cream soda and dance round grotto and light candle. Uno go array faster. So I don't know if I rave faster. The fish up, shit up, rave faster. I'm afraid for cuss none of them, you know. Outlaw morning. You look like a rave faster, walk the obia phone you know, but the obia turn round pound. Remember, say Babs, they did go rave faster before local government election. You see the whooping we wanna get? You see the battering Andrew HOLNESS after Babs got dance round the grotto. Wanna get at the local government election? Wosara the phone. Wosara. That wall phone Andrew Holness. You just need to call the election. This is your birthday month. You should have spring in your step. You should have a spring in your step. If you know, say you turn 53 and the only qualification you have as a 53-year-old man is a thief. A corrupt thief. That's your only qualification as a 53-year-old man. No work experience, so let's turn to Rhoda Mike Crawford. Let us turn. Hey, Jesus. I want to behave myself this morning, you know. I really want to behave myself this morning. I really want to behave myself this morning. I really want to behave myself this morning. Yes, I really want to behave myself.
And I grew up in... So they lived in North Patrick, and I began my journey in Greyground. And I grew up in Greyground in a little one-bedroom, made from board and zinc, wattle and dog, 17 of us in the one-bedroom, outside kitchen, pig latrine, having to go to Santa Cruz Market to sell with my mother. So they lived in North Patrick, and I began my journey in Greyground. And I grew up in Greyground in a little one-bedroom, made from board and zinc, wattle and dog, 17 of us in the one-bedroom, outside kitchen, pig latrine, having to go to Santa Cruz Market to sell with my mother.
Just so. Just so. No look at nothing panny. No look at what we fit do with it. Normally, Miss Crawford, when people give you information, is fair reason, something to do with it. Just so. 17 now, no. In a one room, just so. Rhoda, what should we do with that, darling, is my concern. What do you want us to do with the information? So you can't just give it for no reason. You can't just give it just so. What is it, Miss Crawford, that you want us to do with the info? Miss Crawford, you know, so we are bake pudding and cake in an oven now. We not have the cheese stone with the fire coal on the bottom and the piece of zinc with the fire on top of it. No, Miss Crawford, not that at all. We are bake pudding and cake in an oven now, Miss Crawford. Me say if I just so. Or is there something that we need to do with the information? Or is it, Miss Crawford, coming from another angle? Is there a competition between you and the Prime Minister over board house and one room and all them things? Just so. What would we do with it? I can't just so. There have to be a reason for you come out and tell me so you grow as bad as the Prime Minister.
And I grew up in... So they lived in North Patrick, and I began my journey in Greyground. And I grew up in Greyground in a little one-bedroom, made from board and zinc, wattle and dog, 17 of us in the one-bedroom, outside kitchen, pig latrine, having to go to Santa Cruz Market to sell with my mother. So they lived in North Patrick, and I began my journey in Greyground. And I grew up in Greyground in a little one-bedroom, made from board and zinc, wattle and dog, 17 of us in the one-bedroom, outside kitchen, pig latrine, having to go to Santa Cruz Market to sell with my mother.
Anybody, somebody, nobody at all, we used to sell or buy in a Santa Cruz market. No. You see, like how we have patient road and election no quarrel yet. What we're asking you to come back and do is just tell us what to do with the information. Because I not think you could have just give it so. Because bad to bad, the Prime Minister give it for him from the start, from 2014, 15. The Prime Minister make with 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom and board house, and we know that for a long time. But at the first me I hear about you and zinc fence and board house and them something there. What? When you lose, you have to act like you come from poor. Or is it, Miss Crawford, that una said to we say, we feel make no thief because you come from hard life? I am fucking confused, Miss Crawford, because the information just so. It just make my mind I think one whole heap of thing. What should we do with it is the question, Miss Crawford. As I said to you, say, pudding and cake are baking in an oven now. You know, nobody a talk about. Go make up fire out a door and make sure you wash off the piece of zinc and make up fire on top of it. So me not see why you not come board with the board out. Me could come tell you about hella bottom, hella top and hallelujah in a middle. You not should even tell you about that. If we not tell you about the board, just source a board house, sir. No, grow up in a concrete house. Una grow up poor like a we. And that's the message. Una grow up poor like a we. 17 now, no, Rhoda. 17 now, no. Is it that your mother have 17 now, no? Or 3-4 generation live in the one room, Miss Crawford? Or was your mother adapting and fostering? Or the whole bloody community living in the one boardroom, Rhoda Crawford? Only thing to say plain and sympathy word. You know, say Jamaica people not have no heart again. Why you don't think that is something to play and sympathy with? If people are take knife and stab people and people are take gun and shot, you expect people to say, poor Miss Crawford, grow up. Oh, she must have slept very uncomfortable. Oh, she must have been slept deprived. Because at 17 now, not even space, Miss Crawford. Nobody upon the floor for sleep. And we just hear about it. After 4 years in government, Miss Crawford, we just hear. We know about your market galang in, even though nobody not come out and say them. Remember the little girl from the market stall with her mother? Or the little girl would turn up with the onion in her hand or walk around the market with a few club of garlic. Nobody come out and say them remember you. But we know about the market galang, but this the one room and the 17 in the one room Rhoda. So school pot, your mother didn't have to cook in 17 now, no. My mother never have so much on a school pot. My mother do cooking, you know, the big pot. You have 5 more than what my mother would have to cook for. No, sir. You look like we will wait, Rhoda Crawford. We want to know what to do with the information. Because you can't just go and tell with so. There is a motive to the one room. There is a motive to the 17 now, no. In the one room. You just jump out pan with so. And I make we know so you come from very hard life. The whole of we, darling. All of us are descendants of the slaves. Of the enslaves, rather. So the 99% of us Jamaicans come from a hard life, darling. What you think we should put you in a woolly blanket and buy you and say, never mind, hush? We will look after you. Lady with your failure. Lady with your failure. Go on. Go on your tara hit way this morning. You have lost all your counselor because of how dismal your track record of work as an MP has been in the last 4 years. It is why at the local government election, you've lost all 4 councillors. It is the signal, so you shouldn't resign and go start make application in the private sector, little girl. Go on. You're not ashamed. You know, sister, nobody no want you in a parliament. You know, sister, you're dead alone. And you did come out and Cliff Hughes come bawl like a weeping willow. And you did come out and Cliff Hughes come bawl like a weeping willow and tell the whole world, when Miss Holness in a parliament, the people them don't want to talk to me, but when Miss Holness not there, the whole of them love it. And don't we make it up? The recording over Cliff Hughes. Gina Lynn, how you do? Long time. The recording over Cliff Hughes. Don't come out and come go on like say I mix you up. You have failed because of your dismal work, my dear. You have failed because you have sat down doing nothing barring interfering in the life of the leader of the legislature, the wife of the prime minister. That's what you have been doing for 14 years. Make Andrew Holness get your job in the private sector. Become Andrew Holness private secretary or PA Rhoda Crawford. But for God Almighty sake, leave us the hell alone, little girl. We don't sorry for you. We don't sorry for your fibroids. We don't sorry for you. What the other one when cut with you again? We don't sorry for none of them. All that we are going through it. Bear it. Grunt and bear it. Your mother and grandmother must tell you about grunt and bear it.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone and it pick a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat.
You see the same emotion want to come display upon we when on the one we vote for get power. And the same emotion me want to have when on see with money. So the emotion we are telling them say, don't take you up. Left the people their money. I don't fool no. And them emotion that we want to protect with money. We don't only want it when on want vote Rhoda. So nobody go on like say if 17 I don't know. In a prison cell road, in a prison cell, them road all 17 man in a one cell with 2 for there. So it look like a prison cell you grow up in. Don't come board with it. Don't come board with it this morning. We know Jesus Christ, Rhoda Crawford. We don't care how you grow up or how hard you have it. Every Jamaican can, and not every Jamaican. 90% of Jamaicans can identify with hard life, Miss Crawford, if not more. Go on and come out of Miss Holness life. Because we know you have to come out of with Parliament. How long you have to stay in Miss Holness life after that, we don't know. But go on, little girl, and stop every day you come out here, come play pan with me. Because I know them something that irritate me, you know. We don't come play pan with mine. Who cares if nobody fought, if none of the 17 people fought pan you and it burn out your hairline? Who gives a fuck, Rhoda Crawford? Find something good to talk about. I tired of no politician with the bullshit. Find something good to speak about Rhoda Mike Crawford and get on your bike and move on. You have done nothing in 4 years and come back and play emotion on the people. Who cares? Get a job in the private sector. Want to have university degree. I want to have CV, curriculum vitae to say that I have been a government representative. Lady Guan, go on this morning before I go south. Panya your nasty life. Dear Lady Cleopatra, just go on about your business this morning. Go on about your business. Go on. Where is Chukwuemeka? I want to ask Chuku a few questions. But Chukwuemeka is generally a Nigerian cultural name. And they are generally called Mecca for short. So I'm just going to refer to Chuku this morning as Mecca. Dear Chukwuemeka, we would like to know, are you speaking out of your conscience or out of your pocket? If you are speaking out of your pocket, Chukwuemeka, we would want to know who pay you. Is it Berita Investment or the government? If it's the other way around, Mecca, and you're really speaking from your conscience, then there is a problem here. Because we're going to want back your parents' bus fare. We're going to want back their lunch money, Mecca, and we're going to want back them school fee. Because even before the court gave the ruling that you're disgruntled by Mecca, I am of the view, based on Section 7, the Integrity Commission has the power given to them by Parliament to ask financial institution for such document to certify X, Y, or Z, Chukwuemeka. So we want to know from you where you talk out. Because especially if you talk out of your pocket, we understand the talk out of pocket. You get paid for talk bullshit. Just like you see on the issue of the Integrity Commission and Andrew Holness's lawyer, as me telling you one of the times that we want to hold Andrew Holness lawyer and conk him for advice Andrew Holness, so I want to conk Andrew Holness to believe the stupid advice given to him by his legal team. But then me turn it around and say, Andrew Holness could have been given a good and sound advice by his legal team. But when you instruct your legal team to take a case forward in your way, that's what you pay them to do. So even if they have to conjure up bullshit, it's literally what your legal team will do. Barbara Simpson, Ladybug. It's literally what they will do. So I don't know how to operate with Andrew and his legal team, but you, Chukwuemeka, you call yourself attorney. Not everybody that goes to law school is bright, Chukwuemeka. There is clear example in our parliament on the government benches. There's quite a few lawyers over there. Even the Minister of Justice, the Minister of Constitutional Affairs, the Attorney General, Floyd Green, Kamina Johnson-Smith, the thief in one name? The thief in Talboy. Quite a few of them over there are lawyers. And none of them over there have any understanding of the Integrity Commission, the Integrity Act. I don't expect you, Chukwuemeka, to have much more of an understanding than they have, particularly if you are a right-leaning political figure, Chukwuemeka. But the Supreme Court, Chukwuemeka, despite your disgruntle, have ruled. There's no data issue here. There's no data issue here, Chukwuemeka. They're public officials tell them what you ought to advise them, Chuku, is to go in the private sector where they're protected, them can thief, and it don't have to outline to the public. They have a choice, is what I don't think Chukwemeka don't understand. That these people who made the law, there is a choice not to come into public life. And yes, Orlando Terry Long as well for Patrick Daly girlfriend. She's a liar. There's so many liars. And Matthew Samuda is not a liar, no. What the tall thiefing boy, the name? There's another thiefing boy, Raymond G, how are you? There's another thiefing boy in the Jamaica Labour Party. What name again? Sometime him act as the speaker when Lady Hero Clark's not there. What a boy the name? The one they're liar to. There's quite a few attorneys over there. A Sinclair in name? Oh man. I know Sinclair, I wanted a name I know him as. But a whole heap of them over there. An attorney. And if you notice, they don't. Donovan Williams is an attorney as well. Hero Clark is a Xavier Main. That's the one I'm talking. Thanks, Gene Allen. Xavier Main, the thiefing one. Mr. The thiefing one, I don't never pick up. Say him me attack. The thiefing one. Colonel Charles Jr. is also an attorney as well. Nobody over there understands the Integrity Act. Nobody. So much liar. So much so-called attorney. Mary said that one for Filbert, the crook, the finger-fearing thief. And none of them understand Section 7 of the Integrity Commission Act. These are the people who passed the act. Vincent. There's so much of them who call themselves lawyer. So I don't know where Chukwemeka come from. And in Nigeria, when you pronounce Chukwemeka, you must pronounce with an attitude and you call it why Chukwemeka. But who pay you? Me not think out of your conscience to do it out of because you that embarrass your parents, them lunch money, them school fee, them bus fare Chukwemeka, and you come out to attack the Supreme Court. That's why someone can get to be benched, you know. Because one don't have integrity to be benched. One don't get on the bench is a business phone. Who can pay you no, and them get the best judgment? Chukwemeka. Who paid you? Is it the government or Berita Investment? Who paid you to come out and attack the Integrity Commission and the courts? Who pay you to come out and attack the courts and the Integrity Commission? We want to know for Berita or the Prime Minister will have a gripe with the IC. Because we know the Prime Minister get a mother, online little crutchment them to take a swipe at the IC. It's not going to work. Time has run out for this Prime Minister. Time has run out. The Prime Minister has recognized that time has run out. It's why the Prime Minister has been running scared. Andrew, the dead babies, Andrew, the dead baby. The man you say if you still hear them.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you don't hear the dead babies crying. Jamaica, where the outcry there? Prime Minister Andrew Holness, you don't hear the dead babies crying. You remember under the PNP, Dr. Fenton, when 18 baby dead in one ear, you come out about, you can hear the babies crying. You can't sleep. So Andrew, under your government, Andrew, we're at 2025 now.
and 24 dead babies in a 1 month. So, Andrew, you know, you're the baby that cry. Huh? Jamaica, where is the outcry that you have 24 baby dead in a 1 month because of negligence, lack of staffing, poor facilities, poor treatment, lack of resources, and you got 24 dead babies in a 1 month in a 2025? Jamaica, where the outcry. But it look like wax in Andrew ears. Because him can't hear them the dead baby. But under the PNP are 18 baby dead in a 1 year. And him can hear them the baby they are crying. Now Jamaica, under Dr. Fenton Ferguson, him resign. Why is it Dr. Christopher Tufton now resign? When so much baby dead, how much it gone now Jamaica? Must it in the 70s now? Because at 25 dead in a 1 month, you know. And no outcry. Why is it that Christopher Tufton is still the Minister of Health when so much dead baby scandal, so much people dead in the COVID, lack of the proper facility, the proper staffing, so much corruption, missing funds, inappropriate use of funds, expenditure in spending, so much billions. A refurbished hospital where you could have built 2 hospitals with that money. No, Jamaica. You see why time come, Jamaica? Jamaica, you don't hear the outcry, you don't hear the baby them. Andrew, you don't hear the dead baby them a cry. Oh, you can't hear them this time. As are you in a power and wax in a ears. Jamaica, time come. Time come, Jamaica.
I don't know if the deal is with Bill Gates. I don't know if it's with the World Bank. I don't know if it's with the IMF. I don't know if it's with Prince Charles. But there's a bounty issued upon the head of the Jamaican people because the rate at how Andrew Holness are kill we. The rate at how Andrew Holness are kill we of all ages. They are kill we as we exit from the womb. We not even can blow shot again. There's a bounty and we head. Somebody a benefit off of the calling. Somebody a advice or a pay for the population control. Where Andrew Holness and execute upon the people of Jamaica. I don't even want to start upon Jamaica's people this morning. Because if I start upon Uno, we're not going to go down this morning. Because Uno have the problem, you know. Uno have the problem. The modern lifestyle. The up the lifestyle. The look good lifestyle, Jamaica. We don't say no take we nowhere yet. And it not go take we nowhere. We say the gunman them have more mercy upon we than the health care. And before we go back to good diet, and the more education and knowledge we get, we go back to what is there to help us and to protect us go through the assault and the onslaught of modern day society. We now go wake up eating KFC. I swear to God, it will never happen. We now go wake up eating ramen noodles. We now go wake up if we eat pizza. We're going to continue the deep sleep while everybody dig and take and run from round way. If the health care is designed to kill you, why don't you change your tactics and eat to live? The education and the knowledge is out there. I know, like, I want me to read children own newspaper, and that's all we know about the world. We are not doing anything to help ourselves. We have become silent and docile. That them can abuse us openly. And we just act like nothing happened. They're killing us at all angles, all levels. If they're not turning injection needle at us, Debbie Jervis TV, Wagwan, welcome. If they're not turning bullets at us, they're turning injection needles at us. And Jamaica people is investing more in KFC. I hasten on the destruction. Just figure lay down a hospital, pan the chair, sit down in the chair for days, grunt. When you could have died up in your bed and drink bitter bush and feel much better. And you da hospital pan chair for days, and you go home, wasara. And nobody in a Jamaica a wake up for say, you know, say we going to have to do something to save we life. We're so caught up with superstition that we always think something, someone from somewhere are going to come and deliver. We wait, sit down and blood clot, wait. Sit down and wait. Jamaicans. I'm becoming so fed up of Jamaicans waiting for a prophet, God, a leader. I mean, lead yourselves. You know how powerful we all would be if all of us become leaders? If all of us become leaders in our own rights, you know how powerful all of us would be? But everything we cave in, everything we turn a blind eye. If it's not at my door, we don't care about it, Jamaica. That's where you know a country is going very, very bad. A country has become so selfish that nothing that doesn't hurt you doesn't concern you. Let me tell you something though. It is coming to your doorway. Only a matter of time. It will be coming to your doorway as well. Only a matter of time. Them just a move at a slow pace at the moment. When they came for my neighbor, I was silent. When they came for the neighbor across the road from me, I was silent as well. When they came for me, though, there was nobody there to speak. We must break out of this bullshit Jamaicans that it no concern with. I know my business, it no concern me. You see, if we don't come out of that madness, we're only going to go deeper into the despair where we're in. And you know what are going to happen? Politicians are going to take more liberty with we. Politicians are going to take more of our public resources. And we just are going in a perpetual poverty. That's the cycle they created for us. There is a breakout, though. How much time you hear prisoner break out of prison? How much time you hear plantation, the enslaved have breakaway on the plantation? The slaves never wait for God, you know. The slaves never wait for master to free them. They fought their way to whatever freedom they obtained at the time. They did not sit down and wait for God. Maybe you have the odd few that were that brainwashed. But rebellion was the way forward. Rebellion is what brought us this, what they call so-called independence. Rebellion was what brought us freedom from shackle slavery. I not just sit down just so. Just so. A sorry for Rhoda. Where 16 people fought pan a night time. That are no concern. Oh, Rhoda had it so hard. Maybe they fought them, Rhoda. Maybe they fought them blow out the blackness out of, so when we sleep with back lamp, shade lamp, all sort of lamp. 17 now, Rhoda. 17 now in one room. I have a back lamp on our rooms, our shade lamp. 17 are only in a one room, Rhoda. When after you use back lamp, or probably I'll fire tick or peony wall in a buckle. 17 now in a one room. Could not be electricity, my dear. Could not be gas stove. So in your nose will have whoop a black in their morning time. So maybe you need something to blow out the dust then. 17. 17 now no Rhoda. Imagine how your hair stink of at a morning time. But anyway, let me go and go finish my stew peas, then go road because I not get any other glorious sun. We're going out a road here today. But long and short, the only thing we care about is the Prime Minister calling the election so the country can show the Prime Minister and the Jamaica Labour Party that we are done. We gave you the opportunity. You have become the worst type of failure that we have ever contacted. And for that reason, you have noticed your failure, and it has become a barrier to you calling the election. As I said, Prime Minister, it is your birthday month. It's your birthday month, Prime Minister. You should feel jiggy. The polls said you're decent enough to win. You and the Labour rights said when have the third term in our no pocket. Me no know why you don't carry go bank go put down before somebody hold on and take it from you. And the wholeness. You have the third term in your pocket. Just a walk up and down with so you're not afraid somebody knock you out and take it out. What you must do, Prime Minister, call the election and put that third term in the bank. Longer you hold in your pocket, somebody may buck you up a road and baps your uncle. When you wake up, the third term is no longer in your pocket and the owner. So I would advise you, call the election, Prime Minister, and let's bank the third term. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning on Global TV. Lovely to have your support as always. Join us back this evening for the people's point of view. Thank you very much. 189 on there. I'm going 69 on hit the like button. I don't notice me don't quarrel. We don't over likes anymore. Me don't have the time. Sorry. My time is for quarrel with the government. Me not have the time to walk and quarrel with globalists. So, me, I go finish my 2 peas now. And a bread and pear, me I go eat my 2 peas with. And go park, go enjoy the sun. Anyway, my peeps, thanks very much for being here. Lovely to have your support as always. Join us back this evening for the people's point of view, where we'll do it all over again. And we haven't done geopolitics for quite some time. There's some development in Burkina Faso where we need to pay attention to as well. when the penny will go on. Anyway, thank you all very much and goodbye. See you all later.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is all dead. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone and it pick a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat and not press the poor. Make up what I seen to. Make a man throw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make a man throw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. They give man show one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead can sell out Rasta. I sell out. I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the Friday. You might show one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Get the buggers your top. They have two bomb in a freezer. May I go put the bomb in the keep the bomb in the top of it and keep the reminder.
What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw one stone and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.